welcome back to the channel. We just got through watching AEW Dynamite, and boy, what a show that was! I was not expecting that closing segment. Mariah May, I knew she was going to turn on Toni Storm, and they had to make her the heel going into the deal. So I knew she was going to turn, but I didn't quite know it was going to happen like that. Well, I guess I kind of did, but you know, it was.
They took it to another level.
I mean, if I was able to, if I had a passport, I would buy a ticket and go to Wembley. I mean, all in, because they definitely sold me on that. I'll definitely pay my $50. But we're gonna get into all things AEW Dynamite. Overall, very solid show, and it opened great and it closed great. I mean, you know, I can really, if I had to, one segment would probably be the Chris Jericho segment. I like Chris Jericho, but I know he gets a lot of hate. But another news and notes, Stephanie Vacquier has apparently signed with WWE just off of her, she just fought Mercedes Moné at Forbidden Door. So, I mean, WWE jumped all over that, and she's going to do good in WWE. And that's just, it's pretty much all but confirmed. I don't think that, you know, they haven't said a press release or anything like that, but
sorry guys.
Anyways, and then the other news and notes, a GoFundMe was created for Kevin Sullivan. It's reached $48,000 as of this writing. AEW President Tony Khan donated $10,000, and Jim Cornette and his wife contributed $5,000. Chris Jericho gave $2,500. Other wrestling figures such as Scott D'Amore, Cody Rhodes, and DDP has also contributed. So that's good. See, when people say Tony Khan is a nice guy, that's what they mean by that. He does good, you know, nice gestures. And Chris Jericho always donates to, he always donates to GoFundMe and whatnot. But Dynamite opened with a recap of the MJF, what's his name? My mind went blank. What's the guy that MJF beat up last night? My mind went blank. Yeah, he does a little shake.
Daniel
Garcia. Yeah, it opened up with a recap of MJF assaulting Daniel Garcia. My mind just went blank. And I guess that's what it is. Like, get stage fright on this camera, and it just, you know. And then Will Ospreay comes out. And he's appalled and disgusted by it, but not surprised that MJF says he's got more talent in his left testicle than MJF does in his whole body. Well, MJF's pretty, his testicles are pretty talented too. So, I mean, that's, you know, Will Ospreay's good, but I think MJF represents more of a whole wrestler, you know, as far as on the microphone and in-ring ability and whatnot. So, I mean, you know, if we're picking, I'm going to say MJF.
I don't know. It's going to be a pretty good feud. I really like Will Ospreay.
Oh, yeah, Will Ospreay's
fanatic. Fantastic.
Fabulous in the ring. You know, I couldn't get the words out, but he is fabulous in the ring. But, you know, MJF is more of a whole wrestler, you know. But anyways, we'll see. And they're going to have that match next week on the episode of 250 of Dynamite.
I know, we're excited. We're going to be there.
Yeah, live in Little Rock. Yeah, we're going to be there. They sort of hop to that. I mean, you know, I figured that was the Wembley match, and it still may end up being the Wembley match. So it was...
might as well a little precursor to it.
And anyway, we go to the Owen final. It's Bryan Danielson. He's wearing Owen Hart-inspired gear, and versus Hangman Adam Page. Jeff Jarrett is a special enforcer, and you know, as soon as they announce the special enforcer, you know he's going to be involved in that.
That was a hell of a match.
Yeah, that was a hell of a match. And I had Hangman Adam Page pick the winning, but I guess that was too predictable. You know, so we may end up with Bryan Danielson retiring as AEW World Heavyweight Champion. He may get one last token title run. You know, Tony Khan has done right by Sting, and you know, and he may do right by Bryan Danielson. So we'll see. The match started out hot. Bryan gets busted open during the commercial break.
Yeah.
During the commercial break. You want to read through this, Linda, your notes? She took very detailed notes, and I'm just talking about it. I mean, it was very, you know, Bryan, he does an excellent job of thinking, you don't know if he's really hurt or if he's really just selling. I mean, every match, I'm like, oh man, he's gonna hurt his neck. He's got another concussed, you know, every match. But we'll let Lindsay read through the.
All right, starting off hot, gets busted open during the commercial break. Brian Danielson gets him in gets Joe in a headlock, Hangman in a headlock, and Hangman gets a rope break. Hangman gets Brian in a headlock, and he manages to get to the ropes. Hangman does the tombstone on Brian, and he kicks out. And Jarrett, he's standing by watching, of course, the whole time. As
knew a ref bump was coming at some
yep,
point
and
you don't have to read through the whole match. I mean, just kind of give your
but
thoughts and opinions.
anyways, you know, I thought it was a good match, you know. But of course they're gonna knock out the ref, which they did.
Yeah.
And then
Jeff Jarrett gets in, and you know he's I can see where they wanted to have him involved. Like I said, he teamed with he was tag team champions with Owen Hart in 1999. But so he's want to be, you know, he had an excellent story. You know, a couple of weeks ago I thought he was going to win the whole damn thing. But anyway, go ahead. What was you going to say?
Oh, and you know, when Brian ended up winning, they brought out Martha and Jeff and hugging on Martha and everything, and then the crowd's chanting yes, yes. A really beautiful moment, really touching, and. So he gets his chance at England and Wembley. So, and I really like that belt.
Yeah. They had a lot of wrestling. You know, I'm not working out on over there. They had a lot of wrestling in Canada this week. I don't know if like Calgary is and Montreal, if that's close together or what. I don't know anything about Canada, but they've been getting a lot of good wrestling. Then Swerve comes out and he said that Will Ospreay said that you know who has this title belt is the best in the world, and he said that Swerve proved that he's the best in the world. He beat at this moment, you know, and says he's getting ready to challenge. There's going to be set up between Brian Danielson and Swerve Strickland for Wembley, and then Swerve also announced that he's going to be on Team AEW in the Blood and Guts match, and so he also challenged Okada. Is he challenging for next week?
I'm not sure when he challenged him for. I think maybe it's just like an open challenge. I don't know.
I mean, so surely we ought to be getting that on TV.
Maybe it's Blood and Guts. I don't
know. It's 5-on-5. Blood and Guts is the War Game match. And Swerve announced he's on Team AEW versus Team Elite. You know, so we'll see how that plays out. And then we get a video package from Ryan May and Willow Nightingale. Then we get a Young Bucks, an Acclaim rap. That was pretty cool. I mean, it said basically the Young Bucks are cancer to the wrestling business, and what some people say they are. I mean, I sort of like them, but I'm pretty keen to all pro wrestling. You know, if I watch it, you know, I like it. So.
I liked their video. They were wearing the Bucks robes and had the super kicks.
I haven't seen a young Billy Gunn picture in there when he was part of the Smoking Guns from way back in the WWF days.
And they were like peeing on them. I don't know.
I mean, they were doing all kinds of stuff.
It was pretty funny.
So, I mean, I figure that's going to be your tag team title match at Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
They're really building to that Wembley.
LDO Company says this is a different promotion. What do you think about new Universal Heavyweight Championship replaced by Cody? About new Universal Heavyweight Championship replaced by Cody.
I'm not sure what you mean there. Elaborate a little better, and we'll see if we can answer your question. You saying you want a new title belt?
Maybe so. I don't know.
Maybe, you know, look at I'm always for a new title belt. You know?
Yeah, I would like to see a Cody title belt.
And the WWE logo in the middle of it. You know?
I seen like a fan made one. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I've seen some fan made ones.
I'm like, they should really take that into.
But feel free to ask your questions when we get through. We'll go over. We'll answer.
Yeah, if we get to a moment, we'll pause.
Super chats are active. You know, if you feel obligated, we're not asking, but you can if you want to. And but we'll.
Hopefully they work today.
Yeah. But we'll definitely go through and answer all your questions. Then we had a Stampede match. Both guys wearing jeans. I guess it's like a hardcore match, you know, bunkhouse Stampede match. And it's Samoa Joe versus the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho, he is, 81 days as the for the World Heavyweight Champion. Is that what it is?
Yep, FTW champion.
He wasn't quite too. He really did Samoa Joe in. He ran him through the forklift.
Yeah.
And then after the match,
he had to bring out a bag of something. Every time he does one of these matches. Last time it was the chips, wasn't it? Or it was hockey pucks.
Yeah, it was.
And chips. No, it was dice. That's what it was at Double or Nothing. And this time he brought out the The horseshoes for the
horseshoes,
stampede.
okay,
Yeah.
stampede.
So
And,
I thought it was funny.
but yeah, and
That was a beatdown.
Oh yeah, it was. And then Chris Jericho was declared the winner, and they hauled Samoa Joe off in the ambulance, and you got Chris Jericho and gang looking on. They looked as they rolled out, and they're like, "Bye Joe, bye Joe." So, yeah.
What is it? What is Big Bill? The Big Redford or
Big Red Tree or Big Redwood, right?
Redwood? Yeah.
Big Redwood.
What do they call him? Brian Keith. What is he? He didn't have a name. He's just
I'm
Brian
sure
Keith.
He does, but I don't know what.
I don't know. I liked him. I thought he was really good. We've seen him in some Ring of Honor.
We had a number one contenders match for Will Ospreay's international champion with Kyle Fletcher, Claudio Castagnoli, Tomohiro Ishii, and Pat. And Pat got the win with he tapped out Kyle Fletcher. I keep getting the names mixed up. I say Kyle O'Reilly. But he tapped out Kyle Fletcher, and he did that shooting star press, and then he almost missed that. I mean, he didn't quite get him all, but Pac, that's going to be a phenomenal match. Pac versus Will Ospreay. I don't know when that is. He basically said he will be on the All-In card. They didn't announce this match. I figured they're building up to MJF, and Will Ospreay for that match. We'll see how it all. And then we backstage segment. We had Renee chasing Hangman Adam Page down, and he knocks on the door. Okada says, "Can I help you?" And then the Bucks step out, and Hangman says he'll do it. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe they've coaxed him into something. He wants a world title match, and he's gonna do something. So we'll see how. Maybe he's gonna be on Team Elite. That's what he's gonna do. Okay, that's what. Because let's see. So there's five. It's 5-on-5. How many is there in the league?
Well,
yeah, that's it. Because
the Bucks, Okada,
Jack Perry, Okada,
yeah.
Young Bucks.
That's gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
They didn't say that. He's gonna be on that team.
Yeah, they just left it as a question mark, but.
And Mercedes Moné comes out, and she's full-fledged heel now, because she says she thanked the Young Bucks for the extra security. And Britt Baker comes out, and she's knocking out the security guys.
Crowd was hot for her.
Yeah, and basically that was pretty much the end of that segment, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, she ran away.
She
Yeah.
ran away. It was nothing. They're going off. Do they have a pay-per-view? I don't think that's the next pay-per-view, right? Yeah, it's all in. Yeah, we're full-fledged on the road.
So Blood and Guts is not going to be
No,
pay-per-view.
it's
Okay.
2 weeks from now, Nashville. You want to go?
We might.
10-hour drive.
I doubt it. We've got a lot of wrestling coming up.
And then Darby Allin, he's gonna be on Team AEW, and he beat up Brandon Cutler in the back. Said he's called out the Young Bucks, said this isn't finished. So he's got. So basically, you got two of your members there. You got Swerve Strickland and Darby Allin. I don't know who the other three can be. We'll see.
John Triglav says Ricky Starks is coming back.
Is he?
I don't know. We'll see.
I hope so.
I
like AEW or WWE. Yeah, he's headed. I think he's WWE bound.
One day.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
probably very soon. Probably
Think
as soon as his contract is up. But then we get into the Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale Women's Cup final match, and it was overall just a standard match. Really, you had Chris Statlander and Stokely Hackaway get involved in it, and that sort of kept Willow looking strong, and that's they're feuding. So, and then after the match, Mariah May sort of like shook hands with Willow Nightingale, and you thought, well, this is, she's sort of, and then they run up the ramp, her and Toni Storm, and she gets the title belt.
hopping and skipping.
Yeah, hopping and skipping, and it's my gosh.
It turned into a bloodbath.
She even beat up what's his name, Luther.
Luther.
Yeah, she hit him with the belt, knocked Aubrey Edwards down. She was.
Yep. Gets up there to celebrate and bashes her with the belt.
My gosh, poor Toni Storm just looked like she was in a horror movie, star. There.
And then she rubs it all over her.
Yeah.
And the crowd is going, "You sick?"
And then she ends up giving her a kiss, so they still kiss. She gives her a little kiss on the forehead. But that is just really something.
Let's see. John Trago said he's coming back in 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay.
And he says Riho fractured her arm.
Riho fractured her arm.
Man.
When was that? Did I miss that? Because Riho was just
I guess we missed that.
She was just wrestling Serena Deeb. When did she fracture? I guess I missed that. I don't know. But anyways, there you have it. And they've announced anything for next week. Let's see. I can't remember. Did they announce anything for next week? Dynamite 250. You know it's going to be. Oh well, yeah. We get
MJF and Will Ospreay.
My mind goes blank when I get in front of this camera on stage, right? It's like I'm not really good at speaking in front of people like that. Anyways, that was just a fabulous show. I mean,
we're getting ready for a bunch of.
We've got we're going to Dynamite next week, Collision next week, and then we've got Ring of Honor show and about half a dozen collisions, and then somewhere in there we're going to go to Cleveland and go to SummerSlam. So I mean, we've got we're going to be wrestling overloaded here for the next.
John Triggle says he's good friends with Ricky. That's awesome.
That's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
good to have friends. That's why I know he's coming
right?
back. Yeah. We like Texas guys.
I'm going to hold you to it. 3 weeks.
All right.
Is he going to be on Team AEW? Any other questions on there, Lindsay?
Not at the moment. He's probably fixing to respond back to you, though. But
yeah. I mean, I like Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks is good.
He is. I mean, he's going to be big.
He's
already pretty big.
He made an appearance in that WrestleMania documentary the other day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I seen him. He's sort of part of Cody's entourage. And he was. Yeah, I think I seen him in that.
Oh, probably. I mean, they work together, so.
Well, there we go.
At one point.
Anyway, looking forward to.
Yeah, we got lots of good wrestling coming up.
Yeah, lots of good wrestling coming up.
John, didn't you say they had some more shows they put on in
Yeah,
Dallas?
they had some Ring of Honor TV tapings, but we're not going to make those. So.
Oh, he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. I thought he was from Houston.
He is from New Orleans.
Yeah, we're
sort
close.
of wrestled in Houston. I know he's him and that Franco Del Sol are pretty good buddies, right? Yeah.
He comes to our area quite a bit.
Wrestles a lot in our area. But anyways, any other questions, Lindsay? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. This is sort of something new we're trying here. We might go live Friday night for for SmackDown.
We are going live tomorrow night to do a magazine review. If you like old wrestling.
We're going to go through a WWF magazine from the late 90s.
We like old stuff
give
too.
Give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We do all things pro wrestling on the channel. Check us out.
And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.